where you want it.
Bay 12, please.
Hello there, Transformers fans, and welcome back to another Bay 12 video review. And today we are reviewing the Transformers Red line, or Robots Enhanced Designed, G1 Shockwave. This is a great one. This Shockwave figure is really good. And yes, I know, it doesn't transform. That defeats the purpose of it being called a Transformer. Okay, now that we're past that, this figure is really awesome. So, this is, I guess, a transitionary wave for the Red line, because the wave that's coming after this with Prime Universe Optimus, Prime Universe Megatron, and G1 Universe Thundercracker is going to be full windowless. So the Shockwave and G1 Galvatron wave is the last of the Red line figures to have a bubble. After that, no window. And I say this is a transitionary piece is because this is also the first wave without the accessories, just also in a bubble. They're just photographed and placed here on the side. So going forward with the next wave of Red line, it's going to be like this on the side and no window at all right here. So you got some awesome artwork of Shockwave right there. On the back, you get to see different photos of the figure itself with some of the accessories. And he comes with some really cool accessories. That's pretty much it for the packaging. So here he is. He looks fantastic. And then in the side, there's no bubble this time either. The accessories are just wrapped in tissue paper, because Hasbro really likes their tissue paper. So, we get some swappable hands, a swappable cannon hand, because he has a gun for his left hand. So we get two pairs, or not really two pairs, but a swappable grasping hand and translucent purple, swappable fist in gray, swappable translucent purple fist, and a swappable translucent purple gun barrel, which I kind of like the translucent purple gun barrel a little bit more. And Shockwave here is actually a 2-pack because he comes with Megatron in gun mode. And it's a really nice gun mode Megatron accessory. Little Decepticon logo there on the side. Full barrel, full stock, scope there at the top. They did a really good job on this little Megatron here. And he can hold him in his little grasping hand. You just got to kind of work it into his hand there. Here we go. So Shockwave can wield Megatron, and pretty much so can everybody else who has a grasping hand gesture or holds a blaster in this line so far can hold Megatron here, which is pretty cool. Now, he also does come with a couple of Blush effects that are not really compatible with any of the current generations ones. The Blush effects that come with the Red line figures seems to be only pretty much compatible with the other Red line figures. But you can plug this on to the end of the barrel of Megatron here. You can plug it on to the end of his own blaster arm barrel there. And that's really sweet. And again, you can just swap those out if you like. And I dig the translucent purple. It's like what the G1 toy had, because it had its electronic effects. That's why it had translucent purple on the G1 toy. So fully articulated. Head is on a ball joint. Fully articulated shoulders. Now, the shoulder articulation of the left arm is a little hindered because of the hose there. You got to be careful with the soft rubbery plastic hose. The backpack is removable. Single jointed elbows, bicep joints, wrist joints, waist, his hip flaps as to not hinder hip articulation. He has fully articulation in the hips, upper thigh, double jointed knees, and ankle joints. And for comparison, here he is next to Megatron, which I kind of wish they did a couple of things. Either A, I wish they had saved Megatron and Optimus for later so they weren't, you know, small next to everybody else, because I don't think Shockwave should be taller than Megatron. I think he should be at least equal height, if not like slightly shorter, if I remember correctly on their scaling. And again, we don't need to get into how ridiculously big the Redline Bumblebee is. But there he is next to Megatron. Here he is next to Soundwave, which, where did I put his shoulder gun? I guess maybe I left it at home. But yep, there he is next to Soundwave. And of course, here is Starscream, which Starscream definitely isn't supposed to be larger than Megatron. So again, hopefully we get another G1 Megatron at some point in the future of Redline, because he's a little on the small side. He should be larger than his subordinates here. Not by a lot. He's not, you know, huge next to them, but he is larger than them. It's weird that they made Megatron so small, or, you know, didn't make any of the other guys smaller to accommodate the size they made Megatron. The scaling in this line is all over the place and weird. So, I don't know. I don't get it. Overall, though, I do like the line. It's still pretty cool. I just hope that Hasbro does a new Megatron, because he's a little small. He's a little small. But what do you think of the new Shockwave here? Definitely a really awesome Shockwave figure. I think detail-wise, they nailed it. And that's really the whole point of the Redline. Getting a really good, fully articulated robot mode version of a Transformers character. That way they don't have to sacrifice the on-screen robot mode design for any of the extra bits due to transformation. And that's why I like the Redline. And I get it, it's not everybody's cup of tea because they don't transform, but there's also a lot of people who are, you know, Transformers fans of different ranges who really like these just because they want a figure that looks really great in robot mode, because that's how they display them. They don't necessarily care about the alt mode. And that's totally fine. You know, that's what makes Transformers so great, is there's so many different options for all of the characters we know and love at this point, that if you don't care about transforming the toy and you just want him to look really cool, there you go. This line's probably for you. If you want a really good transforming Shockwave that looks somewhat G1 accurate but is still pretty modern and has great articulation, then the Siege mold is probably for you. Or if you just like vintage toys, and get the G1 toy. It's still a great toy. I love this figure. I like this line overall. Hopefully we get a better scaled Megatron at some point in the future, because overall I do like this Megatron. He just needs to be a bit bigger. Just a tiny amount. Just a little. Just a bit. Come on, Hasbro. Come on. Show some respect to Lord Megatron here, would you? Stay tuned for more Transformer reviews. Stay tuned for more Redline reviews. We will be reviewing his wave mate Galvatron here very soon, so stay tuned for that. That's a really cool figure. And make sure you check out some of our other Bay 12 content as well. Like and subscribe, follow us on social media, check out our Bay 12 live sales that we do on our Facebook page, and check out our new storefront inside Order 66 Multiverse within the shops at Willow Bend Mall in Plano, Texas. We'll see you guys later. We'll see you another time. Decepticons transform and rise up.
That's it, man. Game over, man. It's game over.